Shut up and sit down.
Hello folks, Colin here, Vesta 67's workshop. Welcome to issue 110 of Build the 1967 Mustang Eleanor from the film Gone in 60 Seconds from our good old mates up at Fanhome. Now if you'd like to grab this and build one of these with me, head along to their website. There's a clickable link in the description below. Pop, and you too can be building this beautiful, beautiful car. Right, in the previous issue, 109, we stuck the number plate on and the rear bumper just to make sure that Eleanor was looking rather fetching along the side, along the back even. Today we're going to be doing the side skirts and tailpipes in the final stage of the car build itself, and then they give you the first parts of the 4-post lift as well, folks. But we're focusing on the side skirts just to get Eleanor finished off and done. So you've got the left and right skirts, you've got the exhaust pipe tips, and you've got some DS8 screws that we'll be using. We'll be popping in the exhaust pipe tips into the side skirts, and then we'll spin Eleanor upside down and we'll fit the side skirts to her. And then this will be our completed car build then, folks, after 110 issues. Eleanor is on 4 wheels and looking rather sexy. This will then let me polish her, and then I'll do a nice little end of video just going around the model so that you can see what it looks like when it's done, all the interior features, etc. Okay, so let's get this started and yeah, get the final stage of the Eleanor done, folks. So there's our skirts. These are the tailpipes. So we got a right and a left. Just make sure that's left and that's left. You got an L there and an L just in there. Okay. So let's pop them in like that. Simple press fit, folks. Big old squeak as they go in. And then do the same with this side. Actually really quite sturdy them, I'm surprised. Thought they'd have a bit of flex in them, but harder than nails. So that's them. We can then bring Eleanor herself in and we'll put a cloth down because she's going to be laying on her roof. So let's just drop a cloth of clothness down just to try and protect her a little bit whilst we do this stage. There you go. It's always quite a nervous stage, this, throwing Eleanor on the bench like this, but yeah. So we're going along this ridge and you've got 3 holes corresponding with these, okay? And she's going to be sitting somewhat like so. So let's just put a bit of oil on the first screw. Okay, let's just cut the thread. Like that. Just to get that paint out of the holes. Better. And then do the same on the front one. Just like that. All right. That's the first one in. Just makes a difference cutting them holes, folks. Just gives the screw something to drop into. And then just put your thumb on there just to line the holes up at the back. Again, you're bound to have a bit of warpage. Now that I know that's done, and that's done, I can tighten them 2 down. And then that leaves me that third one. And by doing it that way, it just pulls that bow out of the piece of plastic there. And then use your chassis as a lever, just to pull that front edge in. And that will pop that side skirt in place then. Now we can tighten them up. Like so. Done. Phew. Now let's spin her around and then do the same on this side. Alright, let's cut the thread. Alright, we'll do the front one first. Like that. We can then grab the rear. A little bit of a persuasion fit. There's quite a heavy warp in my one, but we're getting there. A big old bit of oil in the middle, and by rights we should now have that lined up. Like that. Get in there. That is that sorted. Let's spin Eleanor up the correct way, and then we can show you what she looks like. Just make sure she's back in place. Pop the radiator back. There you go. And that is Eleanor. And isn't she a thing of beauty, folks? Look at her. She looks absolutely gorgeous. I really do think she is stunning. Well worth the time and effort to assemble. And I think all of you that have built this, like me, will be sitting there in awe of it, because she is absolutely beautiful. Nice to see her at this stage, fully complete. Obviously, I modified my engine. I 3D printed my own engine covers and everything to go inside. I'll show you that in a second. Quite a few modifications I've made to her as I've gone along. I've done my own steering wheel paint effect. But yeah, I really do like her. I think she's stunning. I'll just show you the engine. Just lift that up. And then you can see in there just how sexy that engine's looking. Try and get a bit of light down there for you. And there you go, see? So I've been in 3D printed my own engine. I changed the cylinder heads because I didn't like the ones that came with Eleanor. As you can see, they gave us, for some reason, a 6-cylinder head on an 8-cylinder, or a 6-cylinder rocker cover on an 8-cylinder head. Don't know why, but they did. As you can see, it's a 6-cylinder rocker box on an 8-cylinder cylinder. It just don't look right, don't fit, looked a bit bleh. So I went in and I redone my own airbox cylinder heads as an STL file. There's the originals that I printed with the spark plugs and everything in. And then obviously I did the cylinder heads as well. So yeah, all in all, stunning build. Glad I did me modifications. Keep an eye out for the engine modifications video. I'll edit that and get that all finished for you. This will then get polished so that you can see her in all her glory. The eagle-eyed will also notice I've changed the bonnet pin setup as well. You're supposed to pop the pins in and out every time you want to open the bonnet. I thought that was a bit of a faff, so I modified my bonnet so that all I do is I just open the bonnet. I can have a good looky-loo, close it down and the pins stay in place. Simple mod, but worth doing. Obviously, looking in the interior there, you can see the wooden steering wheel in all her glory there. Looking rather sexy. Did my own wood grain finish and darkened it. I preferred that to the lighter version. For me, it just looked a bit better. And then obviously from the side there, you can see in all the interior. So we'll leave that there for now. This will get polished and sorted out. And then the next time you see this, it'll just be a reveal video going around the model, showing you what bits and pieces there are, so that you can have a quick looky-loo. In the meantime, folks, thank you so much for coming in and keeping me company on this video series. I really have enjoyed it. Don't forget, if you'd like to grab this and build one of these, head over to their website, Fanhome website. There's a clickable link in the description below. And you too can be building this iconic car. Also, to help me out, if you can just give little Fesher a click in the corner and subscribe to the channel, I'll be immensely grateful. Ring the bell whilst you're there and select all. That way you'll get notified of future content. Thank you so much for coming in. I look forward to seeing you again on the next videos. Stay safe and well. Bye-bye for now. Brum brum noises.